Hi guys, I'm Sam Wolfie and you are welcome to the Sam Wolfie Edge. So, moving on, we will learn what is a currency pair, what is a base and kit currency, what are the different types of currency pairs. So, let's get started. Number one, what is a currency pair? So, one thing I want you to know is that we trade currency in pairs, not as a standalone. So, as you go to the supermarket and you want to buy a biscuit, so you are supposed to exchange your money for the biscuit. The same thing applies to Forex. So, maybe you want to buy euros, okay? So, you want to get euros, and someone has the euros. So, the person will be like, so, what do you have to take my euros for me? Or you want to buy USD, okay, or you want to take USD, you want to have USD. So the other person that has the USD will be like, yeah, you want it. So what are you giving me to take this one? So anytime it works in pairs, not in a standalone. That's what then I want you to put in your head. So in essence, right? So currency pairs helps you measure currency value against another currency. So for example, let me explain, right? So euro against the dollar. So when you buy the euro, you are buying the euro and you are selling the US dollar. So in essence, right? So when I'm buying the euro, you are giving the other party US dollar in exchange for the euro currency. So just like you are buying the biscuit, you are giving the money for the exchange of the biscuit. So that's the same thing. So USD, JPY, or the dollar against the yen, you are buying the US and you are giving the other party JPY. It makes sense. So what is a base currency? So let me explain. So a base currency is like a first currency that appears in a currency pair. So this illustrates, so euro against the dollar, the first currency of the pair is called a base currency. Right. So what is a code currency? So the code currency is the second currency that appears in a currency pair. So for the euro dollar example, the US dollar is the code currency. So you might be wondering, so what's the purpose of all this? So let me explain. The purpose of all this is to tell you how much it costs in one code currency to buy one base currency. So I know that sounds like a rocket science, but I'll break it down simply. Okay, so for example, euro dollar at 13.3500. What it means is, you know that euro is the base currency, the B, okay, and the dollar we mentioned is the code currency. Let's use Q. So this tells you how much it costs in code currencies to buy one base currency. In essence, so what tells you is this: for 1 euro dollar, it will cost you $1.35 USD. So let's say you go to a money changer. Hey, I want to buy 1 euro, and a guy will be like, yeah, sure, give me $1.35 USD, and I'll give you 1 euro. That tells you that's really interpreted, right? All right, so that shows you how much it costs you in one currency to buy the other. I think it is self-explanatory. If you don't understand, just rewind and come back again to understand. So when we are trading currencies, right, we have different types of currency pairs. All right, so I will show you the three main. We have the major currency pairs, we have the cross currency pairs, and number three, we have the exotic currency pairs. Let me explain. Major currency pairs. The major currency pairs are recognized as one of the most traded currency pairs because they are major, most traded currency pairs. And we have like seven here that we say they are the most traded. And you know, US is running through like you say both. All right, so we have the USD, we have the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD Canadian dollar. We have the USD JPY, USD France, AUD USD, New Zealand dollar, and the USD. All right. Due to the forex trading, these are the major currency pairs that you say because they are usually the major or they have lower spread. So if you're a beginner and you want to enter the market, I think these are the seven most popular currency pairs that you can trade. So the next one, we have the cross currency pairs. So the cross currency pairs refers to currency pairs which are non-USD. It doesn't have any USD denomination in it. Okay, so we have the euro crosses, we have the euro GBP, the euro AUD, the euro New Zealand dollar, and we have the pound crosses. It has pound in it. All right, so we have the GBP JPY, GBP AUD, GBP New Zealand dollar, and we have the yen crosses. Okay, so we have the AUD JPY, New Zealand dollar JPY, we have the GBP JPY. Yes, etc. Pretty simple, right? And finally, we have the last type of currency, which are the exotic currency pairs. This is when one major currency pair is paired with a developing country's currency. So, for example, we have USD, US dollar against the Mexican peso, and Mexican peso is like a developing country's, you know, so exotic, you need a requirement of a major currency and a developing country's currency. And we have the euro, Turkish lira against the euro. We have the India rupee against the British pound. So this is what we mean by exotic currency pairs. So one thing I want you to know is that when you trade the exotic currency pairs, the spreads are huge. These are huge spreads. I tell you, when we talk about spreads, okay, but I want you to know before we reach there, I want you to know that if you trade the exotic currency pairs, it has huge spreads. Quick recap: number one, so currency pairs are traded in pairs, not in a standalone. The base currency is the first currency, the quote currency the second currency, and the three types of currency pairs. We have the majors, crosses, and exotics. If so, let's move on.